We arrive in Asunción, Paraguay, looking for entrepreneurs, local entrepreneurs, businesswomen, borrowers of microcredit. It's the development tool that has gripped the world, with the promise of empowering women in even the poorest communities. Our point of contact on the ground is the Fundación Paraguay, a microfinance institution, or MFI. An MFI is a local bank that gives out loans to women to start businesses. The loan is pretty similar to one you'd get in the States, with a few caveats. The interest rate is high, typically around 10%. The target is almost exclusively women, the demographic that owns less than 1% of the world's property. And the loan is given to a group, not an individual, which is often referred to as a committee. The guiding principle behind microfinance is that credit is a right everyone should have access to, regardless of wealth, location, and most emphatically, gender. Women with no financial experience are encouraged to borrow money and turn a skill into a profit-generating business, anything from dressmaking to raising hogs. Since its inception in the 70s, microcredit has grown steadily, but over the past decade, it has exploded. There are now more than 10,000 MFIs worldwide. At the Fundación, we met Paulina Portillo. Paulina is the mother of 9, wife of a farmer, and the president of her loan committee. Her family lives on the side of a 2-lane highway outside of Ita, a small town 25 miles from the capital city of Asunción. Paulina's business is baking pan de miel, a sweet bread made from sugarcane. Her husband Juan and their sons grow the cane in a field just down the road from their house. They even have an early century US-made sugarcane processor.
That's a finished product.
Paulina runs 2 small stands, one on each side of the road. When a passerby pulls up to buy some honey bread, she quickly runs out and makes the sale. Despite living on the highway, the family has no car. They once had a trucking business, but had to sell the truck when they discovered a tumor on the abdomen of one of their sons, Matias. To help pay the medical bills and keep the family afloat, Paulina took out her first loan and started the bread-making business. Now, with no car, she walks everywhere. Every week, she walks to a committee meeting a few miles down the road. As president, she is responsible for the management and repayment of the group's loan. The committee is designed as a system of checks and balances, as each woman depends on the next to pay back their loan and build a strong credit rating. If any one woman defaults on her loan, interest rates are likely to increase for the whole committee. What struck us at Paulina's meeting was the familiarity of it all. On this day, the women are organizing a hot dog fundraiser to compensate for a fellow borrower who is 8 months pregnant and unable to work. They make up coupons that they will sell to their guests to exchange for hot dogs. The appeal of microcredit is in its promise of empowerment. It is by definition not charity, rather a loan that can sustain a business, a family, and a community. It is especially appealing to those who are downright skeptical of traditional modes of development. You can now go online and read the story of a businesswoman in Kenya, Honduras, or Uzbekistan, and pledge a loan towards her enterprise, which she will pay back to you over time, with interest. It doesn't take long to see that Paulina is a leader. Even in her home life, she runs the family. It's a trait that she has passed on to her daughters. Like her mother, Antonia is strong-willed. With profits from Paulina's business, Antonia is able to attend a progressive agricultural boarding school. She heard about the school from the Fundación. Even her father Juan, a farmer his whole life, acknowledges that Antonia is able to teach him new sustainable farming techniques. Antonia plans to attend college in Asunción next year. Despite living in poverty, the family is proud, hardworking, and seemingly very happy. Just in our short 2-week visit, we all felt inspired by Paulina and her family. It does beg the question, with the state of our own economy overstretched by credit, is credit the answer? As filmmakers, we are going to document these loans in action. How do they work? What is the effect on families? Can they succeed anywhere? What will happen if poor women become business owners, landowners? Is poverty really just an eradicable ill? In Paulina's case, her business is working. Over the next 2 years, we hope to return to Paraguay to continue documenting her story. In the meantime, we are planning a trip to Bangladesh this fall. After that, Kenya, and so on. The scope and the style of the story is still evolving, but we intend to paint a balanced and comprehensive picture of microcredit and its borrowers. We left Paraguay with a sense of hope and optimism, but suspect that in more patriarchal societies, the situation may be more challenging. In any case, we will be there to find the story and share it with the world.